the next generation of Kobalt 24V Power Tools. You're probably well aware that the Kobalt name has been linked to Lowe's for quite some time. And now we've got a brand new generation of all brushless 24V power tools coming in the Kobalt line. We've got 6 of them here that are being released today. They will be hitting the shelves in the stores today. So if you're seeing this, you can buy these tools online or at your local store. So let's take a closer look at each one of these. We'll dive into the features. We'll take a closer look at what they look like. Then we'll talk about pricing and warranty for each one of these. And later on, we'll be reviewing each one of these tools as well. Let's get started. First up, we have the mid-torque impact wrench. Now this is the model number KIW 124B-03. The kit, as you see here, is the KIW 2024A-03, which comes with the 4 amp hour extended runtime battery, the rapid charger, and the case, and of course the impact wrench. And all that's included for $219 and is a 5-year warranty and 3-year warranty on the battery. Now let's talk about specifications here. Obviously, brushless motor. All of the new Kobalt generation tools we're talking about today have the brushless motor, so we get the brushless motor here. We get up to 2200 RPM, and obviously a variable speed trigger as well, so we can go as slow as we want to. And so in speed 3, wide open, you're going to get that 2200 RPM, and impacts per minute are going to go up to 2800 impacts per minute. Again, depending on which speed or power setting you have it in, as well as how much trigger you're pulling on that. Get an LED light here at the base, hog ring style 1/2-inch anvil, and we have several different modes here. So we have speed 1, 2, and 3, and this is something different that they've done with their impact wrench, which most of the other companies have these mode settings here, these automatic mode settings, and they have their auto slow as well as hand tight. So the hand tight is only going to work, as you see that light going on and off, is only going to work in the tighten mode. You'll see when I switch the direction lever here, that light goes out. And now when I turn that on, we're in auto slow. So basically the auto slow is going to work in reverse. And when you're backing off a nut, as soon as it recognizes that that nut's backed off or that lug nut's backed off, it's going to slow the tool down. Now the hand tight mode is only going to work in tighten. So as you see the light indicator there. And as we tighten that fastener, once it senses that it's tight or at least snug, it's going to stop the tool altogether. So it's cool also that we can use those modes in any of these speeds. Most of the other manufacturers, when you turn that mode on, it's kind of got its own power speed mode within it, but this is going to work in any of the speeds. So I can be in speed 1 and still have the hand tight mode on, and it's going to have that same feature. So they're kind of independent of one another and work together at the same time. Power on this is 650 foot-pounds of breakaway or loosening torque and up to 500 foot-pounds of tightening torque. Now with the 4 amp hour battery that it's kitted with, you're right at 10 3/4 of an inch tall, and from front of the anvil to the back, right at 7 inches for as far as the length of the tool. With the 4 amp hour battery, just under 6 pounds. So 5 pounds, 15.5 ounces for the tool and the 4.0 battery that, as I mentioned, it gets kitted with. Again, price on this is $219 for the kit and 5-year warranty on the tool, 3-year warranty on the battery. This is the Kobalt KCS 124B-03, and it's their 24V max brushless 6.5-inch cordless circular saw. A couple of really cool features on this saw. Number one, obviously, the brushless motor going to give us tons of power, and the 24V battery system. This does not come kitted with a battery. It does come with the 6.5-inch 24-tooth blade. But one thing that's really cool on this is the quick depth adjustment. You won't see this on any other saw. No tools needed, no lever to flip. Just squeeze this here and now adjust the tool and adjust the height. So really cool to set this adjustment very easily And I will say, pretty precise. When I first saw this, I thought it's probably some sort of friction fit that's going to wear out. But actually, when you look in here, raise this all the way up, you can see there are teeth in here that's actually where it's locking into. So it looks like probably about every 1/8 of an inch. So actually a really cool system. It feels very positive. Feels like you get a really positive stop when you hear it click. So it really locks into place. So really cool to see that quick depth adjustment. You get a cast aluminum guard. We also get an aluminum shoe that's got a smooth face or a smooth bottom on it. So make it easy for cutting and gliding across your different types of wood or whatever you're cutting. Also, we get up to a 50-degree bevel as well. Also get a dust extraction port, so whether we want to just eject the debris out the front of the saw, or if we want to hook up our favorite vacuum or dust extractor and pull the dust off of the blade or out of the guard, we can do that as well. With the brushless motor, we get up to 5,500 RPM. We also get a rafter hook here, so we can hang that on whatever 2x material we like, or 1x, or whatever we're hanging it on the side of a shelf, or sawhorses, whatever. You got that rafter hook, and you can tuck it totally out of the way where it's not in your way at all. You also have your secondary or auxiliary handle there on the front if you want to use that as well. It's a blade left design, so then we know that that screw is going to be basically righty-loosey and lefty-tighty. And we have an arbor lock right here where you can push that, so no tools needed for that other than the Allen wrench that's tucked away right here to actually loosen and tighten the blade. Now, weight on this saw, we'll throw the blade on there, and just over 6.5 pounds, so 6 pounds 9 ounces. This is $129 for the bare tool, comes with the blade, and then is covered by their 5-year warranty. Now we've got the Kobalt KIW 124B-03, that's the impact driver, and then if you want the kit that comes with a 2 amp hour battery, the charger, and the bag, that is KIW 2024A-03. Again, part of the 24 volt lineup with the brushless motor. You get a variable speed trigger, LED light here at the base, and one hand bit insert. So with no bit in there, with one hand, take my bit, shove it in, and it's going to lock into place. Now, to remove that, I do have to pull the ring out, and it's not going to spring out. I have to pull it out, but as far as inserting, no problem at all. With one hand, insert that, and it locks into place. And you don't have to have the ring locked or anything. It's just always ready for it to go in and lock in. Now, much like the impact wrench, except a little bit different, we get 3 different power modes. So we get 1, 2, and 3 with up to 3,100 RPM and up to 3,800 impacts per minute. And obviously that's going to happen in speed 3, and we have a variable speed trigger as well. So we can also throttle it with that trigger. But then we have the auto modes, which are going to work in both tighten and loosen, either one of them. And so they're called basically your finish. And that basically turns off the power or speed mode selection. And then you have self-tap mode. So the self-tap mode, when you're running self-tapping screws, as soon as it senses that it's done, drilling that in, or it's starting to run on the threads, it slows the tool down. And then in the finish mode, as soon as it senses that, that something's tight, it's going to shut the tool down. So we get speeds 1, 2, and 3, and then we also get the self-tap and the finish mode as well. Now this kit with the impact driver, the 2 amp hour 24 volt battery, the charger, and the bag is only going to run $149, and you get that 5-year warranty on the tool, and the battery is protected for 3 years. Now size on this tool, you're looking at right at 9¼ inches tall, and then from front to back, right at 5.5 inches, 5 3/8 of an inch. And then weight on this tool with the 2 amp hour battery is 3 pounds 6.5 ounces. So still under 4 pounds, under 3.5 pounds with the 2 amp hour battery and the tool. This is the Kobalt KDD 124B-03, and it is their drill driver, 1/2 inch drill driver. As the kit, it's going to be the KDD 2024A-03 and comes with the drill driver, the 2 amp hour battery, the charger, and the carrying case. Get a brushless motor and a 1/2 inch all metal Jacobs chuck. That's a great option or great feature right there, is having that 1/2 inch Jacobs chuck. That's real quality right there, all steel. We also get a 24 position clutch, so we get 1 through 23, and then we get lockout mode for our drilling with drill bits, twist drill bits, hole saws, you name it. We can lock that out and that clutch doesn't slip. Or if we're driving screws, we can put it in the clutch mode and set whatever mode we want and be able to countersink those screws where we need it. Also get a 2-speed manual gearbox or steel gearbox. And our speeds in low is going to be from 0 to 550 RPM, and we can throttle that with a variable speed trigger. And in high, it's going to be 0 to 2000 RPM. Get an LED light here at the base, and again kitted with the 2 amp hour 24 volt battery. We also get the auxiliary handle for clamping here on the tool as we need it. And it's going to have 850 inch-pounds of torque. Height on this tool with the 2 amp hour battery, just over 9.5 inches tall, and front to back right at 7 inches. And weight with the 2 amp hour battery is dead on 4 pounds. So right at 4 pounds. Of course, that's without the handle. With the handle, you're probably going to come in right under 5 pounds. So 4 pounds, 14 ounces with the handle, 4 pounds without the handle. Price on this kit is $139, and that gives you the tool, the 2 amp hour battery, the charger, and the case, and covers the tool for 5 years and the battery for 3 years. Now this is the Kobalt KHD 124B-03, and this is just like the drill driver, except this is the hammer drill driver. So in addition to all the features like the 850 inch-pounds of torque and the 550 RPM in low, 2000 RPM in high, 2-speed gearbox. In addition to all that, we're also going to get basically hammer drill mode. So we get a 24 position clutch where again we can drive screws if we want to, then we can lock it out in drill mode if we want to, or put that in the hammer drill mode as well. So unlike the drill driver, we don't have to set the clutch for drill mode. We can just lock it out in drill, or we can turn this ring to screw, and that's going to engage this clutch. And then we can turn it to hammer, and that's going to engage the blows per minute, and that's going to be up to 32,000 blows per minute or beats per minute. And we're also going to get that 1/2 inch steel Jacobs chuck in the hammer drill driver as well. Now price on this, you can't get this in a kit. I've got the 2 amp hour on there, but it doesn't come with that battery. But for the tool and the auxiliary handle, you're looking at $129, and it's covered with a 5-year warranty. Now weight on this should be about the same, and I'll go ahead and put the auxiliary handle on here. So with the 2 amp hour battery and the handle, you're looking at just over 5 pounds. So 5 pounds, 1 ounce, 5 pounds, 1/2 ounce, 5 pounds, 1 ounce. So just over 5 pounds for the hammer drill driver and the handle. And last up, we have the Kobalt 24V Brushless Reciprocating Saw. Model number is the KRS 224B-03. This is going to provide us a 1 1/4 inch stroke, as well as we get an LED light that shines right there on the work. And we also get an adjustable shoe, so we can slide that in and lock it out as far as it goes, or slide it back in. So slide it out as far as it goes, or slide it back in. And that helps when you're doing flush cuts and trying to bend the blade, things like that. We also get a toolless blade change. So we do have to flip this ring to accept that tool. And then we have to turn it also to release it. So it's not an automatic, or it's not going to lock in just by pushing. But once we turn that, we can push it in, turn it all the way, push that in, and that's going to lock into place. And then if we turn it, then we can pull it out as well. So Again, it's not going to spring out, it's not going to automatically go in, but it's not too difficult just to turn that knob and pull that blade out. We get a variable speed trigger, so we can throttle that speed from 0 to 3,200 strokes per minute. We also get that LED light there on the end, and we get a rafter hook for hanging it when we're working, hanging it on a rafter, hanging it on our sawhorse, whatever we need to do with it. We also get 2 speeds on this, so you see the number 1 right here. So if I push that in, it's going to have 1 speed, and if I flip it around here, you'll see 2. If I slide that over, get more RPM out of that. So we get 2 speeds out of here, and in the middle is actually going to lock out that trigger and be the trigger lock. The length on this tool from the front of the shoe to the back of the battery, right at 19 inches, so not a short tool whatsoever. And then height's going to be right at 8.5 inches. But with the reciprocating saw, it's not exactly like you're looking for something really compact. If you were, you'd reach for a one-handed recip. Price on this is $129, and it's covered by a 5-year warranty. This battery does not come with it. I just put it on here for us to be able to use it. But you get the tool and the single Kobalt blade for that $129. Now, weight on this with that 4 amp hour battery, just under 8 pounds. So 7 pounds, 13 ounces. We're excited to see that Lowe's and Kobalt continues to make their power tools better. Not only are they releasing brand new tools, but they're also taking older generations and making better generations of the tools, making them more compact, making them more powerful, adding features, and sometimes all of the above. Now, we're really excited to talk about the new mid-torque impact wrench, and we'll be releasing that review here in the next day or so, so be sure to look out for that. And we'll also be reviewing some of these other tools as well, so be sure to keep an eye out for those. We'll have links in the description for each one of these tools with pricing as well as warranty. Well, let's talk about warranty. 5-year warranty on all these tools, and batteries have a 3-year warranty. So if you're buying these as a kit, then the battery in the kit's covered for 3 years, and the tool itself is covered for 5 years. So check out your local Lowe's. Check out the links in the description where you can buy them online. Also, keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, would you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already? And by all means, if you hated our video, then give us a thumbs down. But would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day and keep smiling.